Smile. Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Mercedes. I am here with my special guest today for Married on Mondays. I'm so excited to have him. You excited, boo?
I am. Let's get it happen.
All right. All right. So today is how to level up in marriage when life gets in the way. That's a good topic, right? So there's 4 points that we have, and the first one is having the we mindset. The we. Hey, Tamara, having the we mindset, right? So I am the queen of attitudes. Hi, Aunt Linda. I am the queen of attitudes, and my husband knows that. But the scripture I'm going to use for that is in Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all of your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. It's so important that we work toward things and we do it with all of our heart. We do it with all of our heart. Hi, Stacy. Especially in marriage, and a lot of it is mindset, and that's where I have my issues because I have an attitude problem. So working on marriage and having the we mindset. What is the we mindset?
Well, the we mindset is knowing that even when you're getting ready to discuss something that sometimes people say is heated fellowship or argument or a spit or spat, knowing that at the end of the day, we got to figure it out. We have to still be together, and we're going to still go to bed together and wake up together. It's still us. It's still we, and there's no I and we.
Mm-hmm. And that's tough for me, y'all, because when I get an attitude, and you know, ladies, when we get our attitudes, at least for me, I don't want to be around, and sometimes that we goes to an I. And my husband has to quickly say, wait a minute. Why are we not using we anymore? And I'm so mad that I don't even recognize it, or sometimes at that point, I don't even really care.
And it's interesting because when we do that, immediately I'm thinking, wait, we have to solve this problem. We have to figure it out. And it's not like we're in a boxing ring and it's you in that corner and it's me in this corner. And that's a tough thing to figure out when you're fighting, when you're arguing. How do you still get to we? Because any boxing match you've seen, you've never seen two people boxing against one. But
well, they hug afterwards.
Well, it's still only one winner and one loser.
Right.
So looking at that, it portrays it the wrong way, and it's tough. And my wife is right. We will be arguing, we will be talking through some things, and I'm like, well, we still got to figure it out, and what are we gonna do about it? And I think somebody over here, she don't want to hear that part. So how do you work through that?
I got to get better at that, and realizing that I'm accountable for that, and I'm accountable to God for that, because God cares about marriage. So the we thing is huge. The we thing is huge. And then, is there anything else you want to say on the we thing? What does it do when a woman or a man does it to the spouse? How does that make the other person feel?
Well, I might as well put it out here like this. I think back to the vows that we made, the vows that we said, and the vows that we were going to keep. When some people argue, you got to keep on remembering the vows that was made. At the end of the day, we're going to still be married. And that's the mindset I have. At the end of the day, we're going to still be married. So depending upon what we decide to say, what we decide to do, if we decide to handle it in a mature way or the immature way, whatever mess we decide to make, it's going to still be we. So what do we need to do? Hopefully we can get better in the way that we communicate when we're arguing. And that takes some work. But either way, you notice how many times I said we.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
You said it a lot. All right, so the second one is sex. Ladies, don't withhold it. Hey, Tracy, don't withhold it. So I'm gonna
don't negotiate with it.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. But let me do the scripture. For the wife does not have authority over her body, but the husband does. Likewise, the husband does not have authority over his own body, but the wife does. I just want to preface this with, this is consensual sex. This is not, I get to do what I want to you, you get to do what you want to me, and because we're married, it's okay. This is not, this is consensual sex. But so many times as women, we hear, well, just submit. Your body belongs to your husband, but I don't like when you get one part of the scripture and not the other, where it's, well, wives submit, but the men have a ton of responsibility as well for their wives. So the one thing I love about God is he's the great equalizer. So it says, women, you don't have authority over your body, but the husband does. But likewise, the husband does not have authority over his body, but the wife does. So you want to talk about that?
And guys, listen, we can have fun with this because when the word says that the wife doesn't have authority over her body, I do, meaning her husband. Okay, that means that it should be able to go on whenever we want. Sometimes that might be right, sometimes that might be wrong. But even the second part of the scripture where I don't have authority on my own body, my wife do. Either way it goes, I'm like, sweetie, have authority over my body. Do what you want to do with my body. I'm okay with that. And either way it goes, we win. But it's a little bit more to it than that because guys, we're a little bit more physical. We're ready to go ahead and, start round one and make it happen. And it's a few things that has to happen probably before that, during that, and after that. So either way it goes, we got to still be working.
So ladies, am I speaking for us when I say when a man reads this, they think, oh, okay, I have authority. But for women, we're like, oh, I have authority over your body. Can you fix the sink? Can you carry this here for me? That's...
Yeah, we're looking at two different ways because you see, I'm thinking, oh, you want authority over my body? Okay, tie me up, do whatever you want to do with me, and I'm thinking it's a win-win for me, but no, it's not like that.
It's not a win-win. It's not a win-win.
That's not it.
So is there anything else you want to say about the sex? Because you did bring up a good point when you said don't negotiate.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I look at it like this. I should be able to know what you need, and you should be able to know what I need. And let's keep it real. A lot of people go outside of their relationship, their marriage, when they think that they're lacking something. There's other reasons. And at the end of the day, I mean this with my whole heart. Just give me what I need. Give me what you think I don't need. Just do that part. So that way there's not even the thought or the reason or the inch to be thinking about something else. I'm in love with this woman and she's all I need. Keep on handling your business. But that don't mean if you don't handle your business that I should be figuring something else.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I have a B plan. There's no B plans when you're married. That just means that we got to find a way to communicate it. I don't know. Do I need to put a sign on my shirt? Do I need to walk around naked? I don't know what I need to do, but just let's continue to satisfy each other's needs.
But there's no B plan. Nobody. Don't get anybody hurt, boo. Say that again. There's no B plan.
There's no B plan. There's no backup plan. So you hear that. You see that on TV a lot. If I'm not getting what I need, I should look outside. No. Look at another room inside your house. Go to a different room. Okay, it always go down in your room. Hint. Try a different room. Try something different. We always do this way. Try something different. Stay inside your house, though.
Yeah, right. Don't get hurt. Okay, so let's go to the next one, which is kids. Lord have mercy, we got 4 of them. So, again, it's not one-sided. I'm going to say it again. I love how God is the great equalizer, right? So just like the Bible talks about disciplining your child and all of that, we as parents have responsibilities as well, and we're a blended family. So, we have some different dynamics working here, but we understand, and it's we're constantly working on it, that there's responsibility on us as parents. Yes, the children are supposed to honor us and, things like that. But us as parents, the Bible clearly says, fathers, don't embitter your children or they become discouraged. So
Absolutely.
We have responsibilities as parents, and then the coming together, because one thing we've learned about kids is they will divide and conquer if you let them. So that's a constant challenge for us. So I have a question. How does a young man, what's the best way for a young man to learn how to treat a woman and how a woman should treat him?
Well, okay, so we have a young teen in the house, Isaiah. He's 15 going on 16. 15 going on ground, let him say it, but yeah. 15 going on 16. And the best thing that I can teach him is through my actions, how I treat his mom, my wife, the stuff that he see me do for her, the way that he see me care for her and be attentive, the way that when we first met, he see me open the doors for her, and I still do that to this day, the way that he see me allow her to do the grocery shopping, but I carry in all the bags. We just do our part, the way that he never see me get any type of loud or physical or anything like that, none of that foolishness around, because these are things that he need to pick up on and to know. So I try to just show through action, make sure that he can see the love. He can see us talking. He can see us laughing. He can see us having a little bicker here and there, and how we transition through that, where we smile it off, we love it off, and we keep it moving.
Or he get to see mommy with her attitudes.
Yeah, that too. That too. And then also we got Gabby, who's 12 going on 13, and it's important for me to show him, so that way she don't go outside the house and get a knucklehead dude that's going to cause me to get another gun in the house. I mean, we don't want to do that. I don't want to be threatening nobody with no shotgun or no pistol or anything like that. But real talk, he do need to see how a relationship should go, because we know young teenagers are looking. They are having their little boyfriends and girlfriends, and, we can't be so old school or in denial of that. We can monitor and help with that, but we got to just be able to show them what's healthy.
And playing off of each other's strengths, because I am the...
tissue. Charmin.
Yeah, I'm the soft one. And my husband will have to say, no. We got to teach him this, or we got to teach him that. And sometimes we can get into arguments about that. I know at the end of the day, we both have the best for the children in our heart. Like, we want the best for them. So is the challenge of being on the same page. And if y'all can't tell, I do have a bit of an attitude problem sometimes.
They know.
So it's the communication piece on the children, and then displaying that in front of them. Do we always get it perfect? No. But our children do see us come back together, and they see the ups and downs of relationships, because any marriage that has lasted a long time, any successful marriage, one of the things that the couple always says to us, because we always ask every older couple that's been married 20, 30, 40, 50 years, what's the secret? And almost every time they say, you have to learn to forgive. And what's the other thing they always say? Any couple, older couple?
Yeah, mainly learn to forgive. It's going to be ups and downs. Stick with it. And again, I'm going to go back to this, because I've heard this said before. Handle your business inside the house, meaning deal with it inside the house. One of the things that I haven't done, and hopefully I will never do that, is get mad, get angry, storming out the house, leaving, because that does not display well to your mate and to your children. What's the next topic?
The next one is you, because we got to finish off with this one. This is something you always say.
All right. So we want to leave you with a nice little food for thought. So we have something that is said a lot.
Tasha.
What you did to get me, you got to do to keep me. Sometimes in relationships, things lose a little flavor. The spice kind of goes out a little bit. Sometimes they get a little boring. And there's some other things, but unfortunately, sometimes we remember those things. And I'm always telling my wife, you gotta, what you did to get me, you gotta do to keep me. Some of the same way that when we first met, in our first 30 days, we probably had more hours in kissing than we did in sleep. I don't know the math. I'm just using an example. We probably, one of the things we used to do is love sitting on each other's laps, hugging a real long time, having conversations, going out to eat. Even if you're 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years into it, do some of those same things. Okay, that you did to entice your spouse, to get your spouse smiling and happy. One of the things I used to do is talk. I still talk a lot to this day. One of the things I used to love doing is going out dating. I still love going out dating today. We always are having date nights, and we will continue to do that. So what you did to get your spouse, you got to keep on doing it. Don't forget that. Don't just say, oh, I got her now, or I got him now, and oh, well, same old, same old.
Yeah.
All right.
And he does that good too, right? When I'm in the middle of something and he's on the road, and he'll call me, because we used to talk for hours. He moved from Cleveland, so whenever I would travel there, he would travel here. We talked the whole way and then couldn't wait to see each other. And I'd be like, hey, boo, I'm in the middle of something. Well, what you did to get me, you got to do to keep me. So he'll keep me on the phone.
I would tell her, put them on hold. Let them call back.
Right.
Give me a couple minutes, and I would do it intentionally. Just so she can know. I would send her that little text message with something weird, something funny, so that way she can know. Because guess what? I don't want another man doing it.
Right.
I don't want nobody else doing it. And if that happens, we got to take some type of blame in that. We don't want that to happen.
Well, that's not. There is no plan B.
There's no plan B.
Right. So that's all we got, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good stuff. Hit me up with the hearts and say bring James back if you want me to do another one with him.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be invited back. One of the things that we're gonna be talking about
Oh,
is
look, we got the hearts. They're saying come back.
The attire that, okay, I'm gonna put it this way. Do your spouse wear some of the worst things to bed?
What?
Do your spouse wear some of the worst things to bed? Guys, you know what I'm talking about. Is that something that we need to talk about? Is there an attire that your spouse should wear in going to bed, from the head all the way
Wait
down?
a minute. How do we go
That's
from you
for the-
being on the
that's-
wait a minute? How
that's
do we
for the
go
next
from
topic.
you being on the first one with me
That's
to
for the
you
next
talking
topic.
about the topic?
Listen,
You haven't even gotten
I'm
invited
not
back
sure
yet.
how many ladies is going to invite back.
But you haven't got invited.
Guys, if you're friends with Mercedes,
You haven't
let's
even
talk
gotten
through.
invited back yet.
Let's
How you
talk
gonna
through.
pick the next topic?
Let's talk it out. They want to lay down on your chest and go to sleep on your chest, and they want you to hold them. There are some things that we want you to wear in a way that we want you to look when it's time to go to bed. But I think we're out of time, so we can't go into that right now. But I got y'all.
Wow.
We will talk about it.
Bye, everybody. Have a good day. It's Monday.
Peace.